Want to bring in our panel and have a preview here of the Mag 7 names that are due out this week. We have Alphabet, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, and Apple. Stephanie Walter, analyst at Hyperframe Research. Mark Gibbons, CIO of Gibbons Capital Management. Thank you both for being with us. Stephanie, some of your thoughts. I know you're taking a look at the CapEx spending. That's something you'll be watching. Tell me about these names. Do you expect them to mostly do well?
I think that with hyperscalers like Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, they're continuing their aggressive spending on data center infrastructure, training, and inference models. We're really going to see that their future hinges on their ability to translate huge AI infrastructure spending into monetizable products and services. So it's about successfully integrating AI into enterprise workflows and productivity suites to prove that the current investment cycle is fueling the next wave of profitable growth, not just escalating a cost war.
I was thinking about the last round of the Mag 7 names, and I remember seeing all 7 up there, and all of them were beat for the top and bottom line, beat. I think it was only Tesla that came under some pressure in that category. What do you say here, Mark, about the group?
I think the group at large, looks pretty good. So we're going to get the Fab Five reporting this week. So we'll get, we'll get Google. We'll get Microsoft, and we'll get Meta on Wednesday, and then after the bell on Thursday, we'll get Amazon and Apple. So, but I think as a group, they look pretty good. So what a lot of people are going to be focused on is the cloud spending, particularly when it comes to Google and Amazon, and kind of seeing what those numbers look like. So, the previous quarter, Google's growth looked really good in the cloud segment. Amazon's did not look as good. And I didn't mention Microsoft as well, but they had really good numbers. So really growth within that segment is going to tell a lot of the story. But there will be a lot of questions on the call about monetization of the CapEx spending that was previously mentioned.
Sure, people are getting a little antsy. I mean, I won't quite say fed up just yet because maybe they're not, but I mean, they cannot keep ignoring the billions. I mean, it was like first it was single billions, then it was double-digit billions, now it's 100 billion plus spent, and they don't necessarily see that return, and we'll sort of wonder what's going on. You mentioned Amazon. I see something here that says Amazon targets as many as 30,000 job cuts. At the same time, it wasn't long ago that I saw Amazon hiring over 200 people for the holiday, 200,000 people for the holidays. So, you don't know what's good news or what's not, and what departments these are in too. What's your favorite name, Stephanie, in the group? And also, which report will you watch most closely? What are you looking for in that particular report?
So the name that I like the best, I guess it would be between Amazon and Alphabet. I think that they're really taking this approach of like platform as a service and with their AI. And so they're both offering broad and deep AI capabilities, and that's driving a lot of growth. For them. I think that the hyperscalers are the primary beneficiaries of the AI tailwind. And so I think that those are the ones that are going to do the best with this earnings.
Right. Okay. Yeah, no, look, it's important. We talked about cloud. We think about the AI CapEx spend. Mark, do you have a favorite name in the group or 2 names? And what specifically will you look for in the report when it comes out?
I like Amazon as well, but I also like Microsoft. So it really is, in terms of performance, hasn't really moved too much since the summer months. And again, we're going to be looking really at the cloud, kind of business there. But we'll also be looking, how are they performing, in terms of, are they upselling their Office product? How is Copilot doing? How is the structure within the organization. Nadella has kind of moved around people and put people in different spots from a commercial perspective. So I'm kind of interested in that call, kind of seeing all those angles of Microsoft, of the company.
How about Apple? I mean, you mentioned Apple in your notes, and it did hit a high this week. As we take a look here, it hit as high as 267. I think this is today. 267.05 today. What do you think, Mark, about Apple AI? Whether it's the iPhone 17, what's driving Apple? Does it continue to go higher?
So the core business for Apple is iPhones, really. And as we know, and as we have heard, the 17 is doing very well, in comparison to the 16. So, they're getting the unit sales out there, and it looks really good. So that's their core, kind of the core business of Apple is that iPhone. Looking outside of that, what they really need to do is look to the future and AI. So, they have been doing some things internally, but we think really that they're going to have to look externally, maybe for a partnership to really develop their AI capabilities. So right now they're focusing on the core business, and they're trying to kind of build into that AI picture.
Right. Okay. Good to see you both. Stephanie Walter, Mark Gibbons, thank you so much. And moments ago, I mentioned some breaking news about Amazon layoffs. I have some more details for you on Amazon and breaking news. According to Reuters, Amazon is planning to cut as many 30,000 corporate positions beginning tomorrow. Amazon has over 1.5 million employees, with 350,000 of them in the corporate office. It would be the largest layoff from Amazon since it cut 27,000 jobs in 2022.